The Blue Mountain is a powerful symbol that resonates deeply across various cultures, religions, and mystical traditions. Its majestic presence has inspired legends, spiritual aspirations, and poetic imagery throughout the ages. Whether viewed as a geographical formation or a metaphysical concept, the Blue Mountain represents an elevated state of being, a place of spiritual enlightenment and a gateway to higher realms of consciousness. From the mystical peaks of the Himalayas to the biblical Mount Sinai, from the Blue Mountains of the Native American law to the Blue Mountains of the Taoist tradition, the symbol has been imbued with a variety of rich meanings, each one contributing to the collective consciousness surrounding it. In this exploration, we will delve into the symbolism of the Blue Mountain in spirituality, mysticism, art, and beyond, uncovering how it has come to represent tranquility, enlightenment, and the divine ascent. Throughout spiritual traditions, mountains often represent the journey towards spiritual elevation, a symbolic ascent to higher state or a higher state of being or understanding. The Blue Mountain in particular holds a unique place in these traditions, signifying the rare, almost unreachable heights of enlightenment. In Taoism, the Blue Mountains are associated with immortal beings who live in seclusion, separated from the mundane world. These peaks represent the transcendent space where human desires and illusions are left behind, allowing the seeker to achieve oneness with the Tao. The Himalayas, often referred to as the abode of the gods, have been viewed by many as sacred mountains that connect the earthly realm to the divine. In Hinduism and Buddhism, these mountains symbolize spiritual purity and the highest spiritual realizations. In Christianity, Mount Sinai, the mountain where Moses received the Ten Commandments, has been portrayed as a place of divine revelation, a blue or mystical mountain that touches the very presence of God. The Blue Mountain in all of these cases serves as a symbolic destination where the seeker can ascend beyond the physical world and come closer to spiritual truth. The colour blue itself is deeply connected with concepts of calmness, peace, and clarity. As a symbol, the Blue Mountain conveys a sense of inner peace, a state of serene transcendence that is achieved by confronting and overcoming life's struggles. Blue skies often represent open possibilities, freedom, and divine order. When paired with the mountain, the symbolism deepens. The Blue Mountain represents a place that is closer to the heavens, offering spiritual peace and tranquility amongst and amidst chaos. In Jungian psychology, blue is the colour of the unconscious mind, the deep hidden aspects of the psyche. A blue mountain in this context represents a journey into the inner realms, seeking understanding and resolution of unconscious conflicts. The Blue Mountain symbolizes the serene place of refuge where individuals can find peace from the hustle and bustle of daily life, connecting with the divine and their own inner nature. The Blue Mountain is often associated with the attainment of enlightenment. In many mystical and philosophical traditions, the mountain represents the journey towards a higher, more enlightened state, and the blue hue signifies the purest form of wisdom. In alchemical symbolism, mountains represent the phases of transformation, and the Blue Mountain can be seen as the pinnacle, the ultimate goal of spiritual ascent. The alchemical work involves an arduous journey, much like climbing a mountain, and the Blue Mountain is the culmination of this process, where the alchemist achieves spiritual enlightenment and the integration of opposites. In Buddhism, the journey to the Blue Mountain can represent the path to nirvana. where the seeker sheds attachments and material desires, moving closer to ultimate peace and freedom from suffering. The Taoist path also reflects a climb to the Blue Mountain, where meditation and discipline, where through meditation and discipline, the individual becomes one with the Tao, transcending worldly desires and achieving spiritual unity with the universe. The Blue Mountain, in this sense, represents a goal of wisdom and spiritual purity, offering the promise of inner peace, clarity, and deep insight. In some mystical traditions, the Blue Mountain is deeply connected with the divine feminine, the earth goddess, the mother archetype, and the protective spirit that nurtures life. In Greek mythology, the Blue Mountains were sometimes associated with the homes of the gods, or the sanctuary of Artemis, the goddess of wilderness, hunting, and nature. These mountains were seen as places of feminine strength, where the divine feminine could be found in her purest and most nurturing form. The Celts, too, associated the mountains with the Great Mother, the earth goddess, who dwells in the mountains and is the source of all life. The blue hue adds a mystical quality to this symbolism, implying that these mountains are not just physical landscapes but sacred and ethereal places where the divine feminine presence is strong. For those on a spiritual quest for balance, the Blue Mountain offers a place of connection with the feminine energy of wisdom, protection, and nurturing guidance. Finally, the Blue Mountain is not just a symbol of external geography, but also of the inner journey to the soul. It represents the mystical ascent to higher states of consciousness and spiritual awakening, a symbol that connects the earthly realm with the heavens. To climb the Blue Mountain is to undergo a transcendent journey of self-discovery, embracing the challenge, transformations, and epiphanies that come with a spiritual awakening. The blue colour associated with both the sky and the oceans symbolize depth, intuition, and infinite possibility. When the mountain turns blue, it suggests that the journey is not only physical, but deeply emotional and spiritual, where one ascends toward the understanding of life's true mysteries. In esoteric practices, reaching the Blue Mountain is often viewed as the final stage of initiation, the point where the seeker reaches the pinnacle of wisdom and spiritual maturity. To conclude, the Blue Mountain is a symbol of spiritual aspiration, transformation, and divine connection. Whether interpreted through the lens of ancient wisdom, traditions, alchemical processes, or personal journeys, the Blue Mountain stands as a sacred beacon, calling us to ascend to higher states of understanding and peace. As a symbol of the divine realms, the wisdom of the universe, and the depths of the soul, the Blue Mountain invites us to embark on our own mystical journey, overcoming the challenges that come with growth and awakening. As you contemplate the Blue Mountain, remember that it is not merely a destination, but a process of becoming a sacred climb toward the higher realms of existence. Subscribe for daily insights into esoteric symbols, mystical traditions, and hidden wisdom. Thank you.